So today I'm coming back to you with shrimp and grits. We are on episode 8 of In the Kitchen with Midwest Foodies Kitchen, and I am Venetia, aka Vanille, whichever one you want to call, whichever one is easier to remember. But if I want you to remember anything, that's the shrimp and grits recipe. Yes, today I am cooking shrimp and grits. It's a down south southern favorite. It's a Chicago favorite, and it is by far a modern day favorite. This is a recipe that will never get old. This is a recipe that I'm sure they make all across the world. If they don't, you know what? Come to Chicago, come to the Midwest Foodies Kitchen and give it a try, okay? I will be selling this soon, okay? Everyone needs to get their mouth on this cuisine. Okay, I've been to several different restaurants, and by far, I have the best shrimp and grits recipe. Okay, I use a creamy sauce that goes on top of my shrimp, and on top of the creamiest grits that I put American cheese in, as well as mozzarella cheese. If I had some Gouda here, I would put a little bit of Gouda too, because that Gouda gives a very pungent, very savory flavor along with the creamy, sweet American cheese. But anyway, yeah, for the sauce, I use some red bell pepper. I use some oregano. Anywho, join me in a second right over here to catch this Midwest Foodies Kitchen special.
Okay, get your boil on your water, add your salt. This is for your grits. My grandmother always said add salt to your grits. You don't want them tasting too fresh. You want that seasoning on them. Next, I use half a bag of shrimp. That's because I love my protein, and why not? Next, I cut up 1/3 of a red bell pepper and I dice it really small. You don't want to use any other color bell pepper because this red bell pepper gives the flavor that you want. It's the flavor of the century. Next, you want to cut a shallot, and you want equal parts shallot as you had red bell pepper, and you want them to be cut in the same size. Next, I use a half a Roma tomato, and I use Roma tomato specifically because it's not too soft and it has that firmness that I like. Next, you want a half tablespoon of butter. You add your 2 veggies along with a half a tablespoon of minced garlic. Cover that up. Next, you want to add your 5-minute grits to your water. Stir it a little bit, cover it up. Next, add your shrimp. Once your vegetables are nice and soft and fluorescent, add a half teaspoon of Himalayan salt or regular salt, a half teaspoon of black pepper, and a half teaspoon of crushed red pepper, of course. I love the spice. Half teaspoon of oregano. Oregano goes perfect with shrimp. Just an FYI, you add a half of lemon juice, or squeeze half of that lemon into there, and you see the juice that is already made. There's so much seasoning in this, and my secret weapon is heavy whipping cream to finish the sauce up. This makes the perfect sauce to go over your grits. Let that simmer for another maybe 5 minutes. Now you want to work on your grits. Stir them. Add 1 slice of American cheese. This is about 1/4 cups of grits, and I used a half cup of water, by the way. And you want 1/4 cup of mozzarella cheese, and you stir that really well. A half tablespoon of butter, stir it up, and this is where the creaminess comes from. Look at how creamy that is. Your grits should be the texture of mashed potatoes. You should have no gritty grains in those grits. Next, check on your shrimp and your sauce. You add your Roma tomatoes to them at the end once they're done cooking. You don't want your tomatoes to get mushy and soft. Next, you want to plate your grits. Never just mix your shrimp and grits together. Who does that? It always goes over the shrimp and you eat it like that the entire time. You never mix it in unless you're some type of alien from another planet. Look at that dial up. I add 1 tablespoon of sugar because I'm a sugar grit eating girl from Chicago. Add your shrimp and sauce on top. Make sure you lay it really pretty because you know what they say, the gooder the food looks, the gooder the food tastes. Yes, I did say gooder. I know that's not a word. You know it's good when you try to scrape every little bit out of the pan. I wanted all of that sauce, all of it. I made it. I know it tastes delightful. So I'm going to use it all. And let me tell you, I think that you should skip the restaurant this week and make this for your family, for your husband, for your wife, for whoever. I promise you, you will not regret it. You'll save money and you're going to have a delicious plate. I love it. So stay tuned. I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite YouTubers, Tasha K and Cardi B, and their little beef and lawsuit.
Hey foodies, welcome back. I told you all that today would be a very special episode. You all have not had any of my reactions to my food, and of course I'm gonna eat this amazing shrimp and grits for you all and talk about a couple things. For one, well, maybe this will be the only topic today, but I want to talk about Tasha K, whom I absolutely love. I started watching her a couple years ago, back when she was covering the R. Kelly situation before the Lifetime special came out about him surviving R. Kelly. She was talking to all of the people who were saying he gave them herpes and he was doing all of those crazy things to him. And that made me really like mess with her because I realized she had some real plugs and connections, okay? And she wanted to expose the nastiness that was happening out there in Atlanta and in Chicago and in LA with this particular rapper, because there were so many girls. So big ups to her. Anyway, she's a no holds bar blogger here on YouTube, and she says what she says and she tells it how it is. And she is a Pisces, my Pisces sister. I am a Pisces as well. Okay, so I'm here to talk about her and Cardi B though. Okay, so they've been going through this lawsuit, and it's been known from Cardi B fans to Tasha K fans that they've been beefing. Let me take a taste of my food. It actually got kind of cold. Still delicious. Oh, it's so spicy. Okay. But, yeah. What's crazy is Cardi B filed a lawsuit against Tasha K because Tasha K said that she was a drug abuser. And Cardi B got pretty mad about it and filed a lawsuit. And Tasha K, a defamation lawsuit, and Tasha K came back and did a countersuit for $3 million. This was back in 2019. But, yeah, the case, the judge just dismissed the case. Tasha K's counter lawsuit. For lack of evidence. They're saying that Tasha K failed to prove that Cardi B herself threatened her. Meaning, other people allegedly could have threatened her on Cardi B's group or team camp, whatever you call it. They may have, but Cardi B didn't, and so allegedly. And so, hey, I'm just wishing Tasha the best in that situation because, I mean, she's entertaining us. It's not that serious. People say all types of stuff about celebrities, but to be honest, that didn't hold much weight. Like, Tasha K tells a lot of jokes. Like, it's funny. You're in the spotlight. Like, what do you expect? Like, things like that do happen. Like, we don't believe, Cardi B, you have herpes. And, you know, I hope that they could resolve this. They both have children, 2 kids that they have to take care of. They both have families. So I'm wishing them both the best. And I'm hoping that this is a learning lesson for them. But at the same time, the media says all types of stuff about Cardi B. And she even put herself out there like that. Like, her husband told her to give him a blowjob. I saw an Instagram video asking her to suck him up. I was like, what? Like, Okay, what type of husband does this? But, you know, I guess she felt like, you know, saying that she had herpes allegedly was, you know, over the top. Maybe she should file defamation on her husband for asking her to suck his on camera on Instagram Live. So I don't know where he was getting at with that, but that sounds like a messy ass relationship. But let's talk about this food. I don't have my gravy, my bacon in here. But let me tell you, baby, this is delicious even without it. That bacon just takes it to a whole nother level. It's okay not to have the bacon for some of my non-pork eaters. It's perfectly fine like this. I love sauces, so of course I made a sauce with mine. You don't want to skimp out on the tomatoes. The tomatoes give that refreshing taste, tomatoey flavor. This is so good. I don't know anyone who makes shrimp and grits better than this. I just don't. I'm gonna challenge somebody. And y'all better not use my recipe. Don't try to use my recipe against me. That's all I can say. Now something so good you better want to talk. So good. But y'all know I can't eat that much. So I'm gonna slow down because I'm getting really full right now. I'll take this last bite. You know, grits are really heavy. I'm gonna come back to this because I definitely have to finish it. I need my protein for the day since I have the carbs. I want to balance it out. There we go. I'm sorry, y'all. One of my lovely subscribers suggested that I become pescatarian. And to be honest, I'm already almost like a pescatarian. I never really eat a lot of beef. I do eat bacon. And sometimes every now and then ribs. But outside of that, I don't eat a lot of pork. But oh my God, this was delicious. Yeah, so that's it. I just wanted to come and let you all know everything is all good. The Midwest Foodies Kitchen is here with our new series in the kitchen with Midwest Foodies Kitchen. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, hit the bell, and comment. Please, your comments are so important to me. I look forward to coming to you with more videos. Thanks for watching. I hope you make this lovely recipe and tell me all about it. Bye.